Hey, 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 everybody. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher, coming to you with this most recent news. Within the last hour, I got a notification that former President Jimmy Carter, who made 100 this past, I believe, October, no, maybe it was November. This last October, has passed away today. At the time, at the time of his death, he was the oldest living former president. He had beat out, um, I think it was 6 years ago, when former President George H.W. Bush died. At the time, I think he was the oldest person had been president. But after he passed away, then became Jimmy Carter. He was living in hospice in Georgia. And he's died, I think this is his death a year after his wife, Rosalind. So, as far as I'm concerned, Uncle Jimmy, Grandpa Jimmy, him and Aunt Rosalind, have reunited. So, he actually, even though he only had one term, um, his post presidential life was very much about giving back to his community, not only Georgia, the United States, but also the world. Um, Lindsay, and I do think, as you know, because he was doing Habitat for Humanity, he was helping people in Haiti. He was, also doing speeches and writing books and stuff like that. Him and his wife had a foundation, a nonprofit, um, and to me, like, very much, in the church. I think he was a Sunday. Was he a Sunday school superintendent or preacher or something? So I had to double check. But he was actually was a peanut farmer. Um, he also was, I think, on the board of education of the county that he lived in at the time. And then I think he became because I was reading this, I gave one of my students this assignment. They all got a different president. And so they had to go to different websites to find the president. So he was also the 39th president, after Ford, before Reagan. He actually negotiated peace between Egypt and Israel. However, he did not get the Nobel Peace Prize, I think, till decades later. Um, like I said, he did a lot of things in his uh, post presidential life. Um, very much, I was gonna say, after I believe he was on the board of education of the county. I think he was in the church. When I say he was a Sunday school teacher, I don't know why I want to say, or was it the school? Was it the Sunday school superintendent? I gotta look it up. I want to say he was also a local rep, and then he also became the governor of Georgia, and then he ran for president. And so a lot of things, people were what resonated with him in uh 1976 was, hey, he was an outsider. He was, you had three presidents who basically they thought, hey, they lied to us. So LBJ said, oh, I'm not going to send U.S. soldiers to fight the enemy's war, but then he did after the Gulf of Tonkin incident. Um, then Nixon said he wasn't a crook. He didn't know anything about Watergate, and then we found out he did. Then Ford said during his confirmation hearing for BP that, oh, if Nixon is found out to be guilty of this, I'm not going to pardon him. But guess what? He pardoned him the next day after Nixon resigned. So it's like, okay, who is not a Watch the Insider that is going to be truthful and honest with us and put us and we can vote for it? So they voted for him. But also his experience, he made the federal bureaucracy more diverse with women and also minorities. But because he was Washington Insider, he was dealing with some domestic issues with the economy. So that was something that was a sour point in his administration. But as far as foreign policy, he was doing great. You know, He was dealing with something called, I think, stagflation, where basically you got inflation going up, but people's their unemployment was not necessarily uh, the employment rate was not. I guess you said the unemployment rate was too high, and also the wages wasn't high enough. So I hope I said that correctly. And so, and his wife died last year. Because she is not a head of state or head of government like her husband was, it was the first lady's funeral. The other former first ladies, and the current first lady, Jill Biden, Dr. Jill Biden, they went to the funeral. I don't know. I still don't know why Melania showed up in a gray outfit. Everybody else wore black. But okay, but anyway, maybe they talk. Maybe what's his name talk at the last minute. Hey, Shadow from 9-8. Hey there, perspectives. You know what? I wonder about this too. But I think about this because he is the president, former president of the United States. They usually have a thing where they have the Lion State in the Capitol, or is it the White House? I think it might be the Capitol. And then they have like the public, they invite all the former presidents, and they have that funeral at the church across from the White House. So usually they have to invite all the former presidents. So Trump is former President Trump. He's former president and he's president elect. So obviously he's going to be invited. But I'm thinking what's going to happen is there may be, he may do what I think George H.W. Bush did this. And I definitely know Barbara did this. Because they had like a public one and then they had a private one. And at the private one, they were like, we don't want him there. So I think the private one, like when you're like, oh, my closest family and friends, he's not going to get invited. Now, them other presidents, probably so. Probably so. But I don't know. No. He's not getting invited to the repast either. No, we not sending a plate over there for him. No. Now maybe he Christian enough because they say he was really holy. He was really good. He tried to live right, talk the talk, walk the walk. Some people disagree with him because he actually came out and was pro-choice, and some people, especially those in what would become the religious right at the time, because they really had faith in him when he came out and was pro-choice. That really like dampened things from them, and then they just went and they found Ronald Reagan, and he was saying the right stuff to them. And he was like, "Hey, I endorse y'all." And he was looking good, saying it. He was, he wasn't Carter. So, Carter also had to deal with the hostages in in Iran, and he was working on getting them hostages back up until I think the day before Inauguration Day. But then on Inauguration Day, it made it seem like Ronald Reagan was the reason, but it was really Carter who finally got them out. So, he was introducing zero-based budgeting. Okay. Yeah, he wasn't wanted there too. See, John McCain also was very well respected amongst even people who are not in his party. Plus, he's a former veteran. He also ran for president. So, yeah, I want to say that official thing. I think he has something where he lied in state. Did Trump go to that, or did he send somebody? But I think John had a private thing too. He wasn't invited to go over there. He said there's a guest list for a reason. I just want to know. Someone needs to make. My thing is this: like, should we take bets? Is he going to the private funeral? Is he going to the private wake? Is he going to the repast? We know he has to go to the official thing from the president. Jimmy Carter. We just want to know: is he going to Uncle Jimmy's private funeral? Is he going to the burial site? Is he going to the repast? Is he invited to the repast? Yeah, me too. Yeah, both of us. Yeah, 77 is January 20th, 1977 when he became president. I think it was the 20th. I think they said it's always the third Monday. Is it the third Monday? No, it's always January 20th. Right. Yeah, it's just like for the most part, and like I guess and maybe a lot of us who are Gen X and older millennials, like in our memory, like what's one of the first presidents, US presidents you ever remember? And I think for me, it may have been Reagan because I was like 6 or 7 at the time. But I'm gonna say everybody since then, I've always heard Jimmy Carter's name. Like he pop up every year, like, oh, Jimmy Carter, okay, building something. He's I'm like, oh, okay, that's not, yeah, all right. Yeah, just like I always got, you know. And then like to think about the fact that hey, I've known about this president in my time period. I'm 47. He died at 100. Like, okay, like, am I? I mean, let's say I live 47 more years. Which person's still gonna be here? You know, uh, Trump is 78, 77. Biden is 83. He's about to take over. Uh, he's about to take over. Jimmy Carter's title as the oldest living former president. He's 83, 84, 83. He just had a birthday, I think, November or was it December? Because he born same year my aunt, I think. So yeah, you know what? You right. Right to live in Hebrew because every time, because thanks to I guess to say television, um, Good Times. I want to say Sanford and Son, some other black show was always talking about. I think also Saturday Night Live was always talking about Carter or Reagan. So yeah, I do understand that. I think it's correct. I agree, but I'm just noticing, with the formalities or whatever. I'm just thinking he's gonna have to go. They're gonna have him at the formal one, but the private ones, I don't think he's gonna be at. So I hope someone with a little bit more empathy over there in Trump land, please write the man's speech about uh former President Jimmy Carter passing away, please. I don't know who's in charge over there, but y'all know how Trump get on the goddamn internet and then in front of the camera, he just starts saying something. He's just like, dude, could you just? I know right now they probably told Biden before it hit the news, like, hey, we just let you know, uh, President Carter passed away, and then he probably got his person to write his stuff. He probably gonna go. He probably will make. He probably will go on TV or it'll come on social media. So it might be 10, 50 minutes. But right now, a lot of the news stations, uh and I put an article. I'll put it in there again. Um, because it was the Guardian that I got um the news notification about former President Jimmy Carter. So let me put that article in here. I also have it in the description. Also, a lot of CBS, the Independent, CNN, a lot of them are they're doing longer videos, but there are also some shorter ones out there too. But CBS has a really good one too. Um, um, Now there is one thing, and I think I did this last year. I don't know if I should. I probably need to reshare it. When they had the very first uh R&B, because June is also Black Music Month, and Jimmy Carter was the first one to host it, and he invited Black artists to perform a concert at the White House. I need to put that in the description too. But y'all tell me why. See, I didn't know this about Chuck Berry at the time. Why Chuck Berry gonna sing a song? Which I didn't know at the time that Chuck Berry was literally the R. Kelly of his time period. I did not know this until later in life. He had a song about a girl, and guess what the Carter's daughter name was? It was the same name of the song, and I was like, as I was listening to it and I'm watching this, and I'm thinking like, did they know at the time that this song is really inappropriate? He's like, oh, this is, I forgot, what was their daughter's name? I think they had some other children, but they had a daughter that was living with them at the White House. What was her name? Hey, Dominic Jones. Oh, yeah. Rest in peace to Greg Grumble. He passed away. He had cancer, didn't he? Now, I'm gonna be quiet because there's something that Greg Gumbel did that I just had some issues with. But I did like when Prince when he retired from, was it from NBC, and Prince dressed up as him on his last day. That was sweet. That was nice. It was really nice. Okay, so this is CBS News. Okay. When I did have my students, cause I teach government history, U.S. history, I had some students who were doing, cause I gave them each a different president, and some of them had Jimmy Carter. They were really surprised. I was like, oh yeah, Jimmy Carter. They're like, oh, I can't find like when he died. I said, girl, he's still living. They were like, really? I'm like, yeah, he's 100. Oh, he about to be 100. Yeah, he's a living president. So they were really surprised about that because I love presidents that's an end date. Lindsay, well, they said this girl from Romeo, this lady from Romeo and Juliet that came out in 1968, she passed away yesterday. Then I got a news update for this other Latino actress, which I don't know. I gotta do some more reading, but it does make me sad. So I'm just like, I don't know. I wanna uh wait, where is the dang it? Like I just had the where is it? I just had the thing, y'all. Don't tell me it went away. I gotta go back and find it. Was CBS. Hold on. CBS. I probably gotta go. It's hard to copy paste. No, she met nah, she don't count. Wait, who don't count? Oh, I'm getting them confused. Okay, I'm getting them confused. I was thinking that man was Brian Gumble, but it was his brother. Man, they look alike. Were they twins? Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Lizzie, I'm mad. She's to my now she don't count, but she matters. Yeah, she does. There's some other old school actor. He had passed away too. He had been in some old school, black and white films. I think he did a film with John Wayne or something like that. So I'm trying to find. Okay, that's the article. Let me find a CBS News article for y'all. And I need to put that concert in here for y'all too. That Jimmy Carter hosted the first uh Black Music Month concert. He invited Chuck Berry. He invited um what's her name? Is it Evelyn Champagne King? And he invited Andre Crouch. Hmm. So let me find it. CBS News, because a lot of the news they're showing, hail to the chief. Okay, let me put it in the thing for y'all. I just want to come on here briefly and just talk about it. And um, uh, let me see. Where is my? Okay, okay. CBS News. They're playing something right now live, so if you want to go check it out. But it's long, so but they're probably gonna repeat it and they'll probably come back and say, um. So, let me find the. Hopefully they don't take it off here. Let me find it. Okay, Jimmy Carter, Black Music Month concert. I think it was 1978. So, I think it was 1978. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, so 11, there are a lot of people. Okay, yeah, 2 months ago was his birthday, so it was October. Okay, where is the I'm trying to find it. I remember. Did I save it? Where is it? Black Music Month concert. He had hosted on the White House lawn. Man, maybe I gotta call it something else. Okay. Okay, that says Juneteenth All Star Concert. You know what? 1978. Let me do that on watch later. Okay. Uh, Black music. Where is it? Oh man, I'm gonna have to find it later on. Cause I want y'all to have this. Okay. But do I need to put someone's name in it? Oh. Or maybe I need to put White House. Maybe I need to put okay, let me put White House. White House. Uh okay, my video comes up. Okay, well maybe in my video. Wait, is this it? I think I found it, y'all. Is this the whole thing? Okay, let me go back to my Black Music Month video, and it's probably in because I put stuff in the description. Okay, let me go in here. Celebrating. Oh, I found it. I found it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. He talks. Okay, and this one he talks first. Hold on. Let me get this one. Okay. Okay. And I find it for you, everybody. For y'all. Okay. So this is Black Music Month. Black Music Months. Okay, let me put first Black Music Month. First Black Music Month concert. Concert at the White House. Okay, so this is part one. Part because he does talk a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, I know y'all want me to stop talking. Here you go." Okay, so that's part one. Little Wayne president sampled President Carter for a song on Carter 4. Really? Okay, let me get. I could have swore you were in the chat for that one. In my Black Music Month, when I did that Black Music Month, was when I was doing all the little things for every month. I think I need to go back and do that. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. And then this is part two. Wait. Okay. So thank you, G Moore, whoever you are, for putting this on here. Appreciate you. Okay. Okay. All right. So here's part two. Okay. First. Black. And remember I said, I don't know if y'all remember I said about Black Music Month. The I think the country music had their own month, or they had got together. Country Music Association or Country Music something awards that got together, and they're like, hey, we want to get together and we want to celebrate country music. And so the R&B artist was like, hey, we need to get together and do that too. And so they got together in June. And so they started advocating, and then they got to the White House, and then they were like, you know, then he invited some people. It was a lot of people there. But mind you, this is June. It might be Washington D.C., but it's still hot. Part two. Okay. So y'all grab these, okay? And I will put them also in the description for y'all. Okay. So here's part two. Okay. Okay. So here's part one. He gives a speech at the beginning, and then he invites the different singers, and then this is part two, and this is when him and Rosalind start. They're like out because they're on the White House lawn. They're outside, and then yeah, so you get to see the different artists. But it's just like when I was really loving Chuck Berry until he said, "Oh, this song is dedicated to the Carter." I forgot what that daughter's name is. And at the time, I was like, "This is like right after I found out that Chuck Berry is R. Kelly at his time." Um, Even though he is one of the architects or founders of rock and roll, I'm just saying, but still. And I'm listening to this song, and I'm like, "Their daughter's like," and I think I looked it up. I was like, "That daughter like 13, 14." I said, "Did anybody else not find this kind of creepy?" I don't know. But guess what? Chuck Berry lived a long time too, and his uh, wife as well. Lord bless her heart. Chuck deal with him. So, but yeah. Rest in peace to Former President Jimmy Carter. So definitely check out the Guardian article. Check out CBS News. They're live right now. They're one of the people that's live right now. So they're probably gonna repeat it too. I know probably C-SPAN is gonna come with something, the History Channel. I think news some people are gonna probably have like 4 minutes or 2 minutes. I'm thinking Biden is gonna make a statement through his communications director, Jean Pierre, or he's gonna come online. He's gonna say something. Whoever over there in Maryland, somebody make sure y'all write Trump's speech and have him practice that as many times as you can. Okay? Whoever over there, Speaker of the House Johnson, go over and call that man. Okay? Because please, please. Because that's one thing people don't like. And like some people, y'all need to understand something. Trump does stuff that his base likes, but he does stuff that we don't like. But then there's other people on that other side. He gets them to join our side when he just does like one thing. And they're like, the people are like, you know what? That's it. I can't stand him no more. I'm joining it, So some people are very sensitive about people dying. Do not go. Speaker of the House Johnson, MAGA Republic, go talk to him before he get on the microphone and start tweeting. Because all you need to do is for him to come out here and say something bad about Jimmy Carter, and then Jimmy Carter whole family gonna be like, what's that lady name who lost the Georgia election? What did she do? Was it Abrams? Stacey Abrams? What did she do after the election, y'all, when she lost? She basically started an organization to increase voters in her state. She literally flipped her whole state blue. She got 2 men, okay, one Jewish and one black, to be the U.S. senators representing Georgia. Sir, do not come out here and say nothing about Jimmy Carter. Say it. It was read this last time. They got flipped back, but it's gonna get flipped again. Okay, wait till the midterms come out, y'all. Do not come out here and say nothing bad about this man, please. Please make. Oh Lord, do we pray now? Should we pray now? Someone need to write this down. Oh Lord, what if he calls Elon Musk and ask him about the speech? By the way, I'm gonna do a whole other video. Oh, no problem. I'm about to but don't forget to save these links to the Black Music Month 1 and 2. Hey, Dr. Nikki P. Water. I thought you were calling me the other day. But you probably got busy with the grandkids, so I understand. It was when you were born. Nixon was born. Okay. Okay. So do you know? So do you remember? Well, it depends on what year you were born and when Nixon was born. Because when did he resign? 74? So it depends. No, you said, what am I gonna do? Are you gonna be busy tomorrow? You're like, okay, maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I misunderstood. I was over there waiting. I was like, okay, that's gonna come today. Just okay. Well, are you busy today? Okay, you do remember Carter in office. Okay. So, but just like I said, please check out the links. If I hear any more information, I will definitely come back on. I'll put the 2 Black Music Month links. I'll put them in the description too, so y'all can check them out. Because it was really, that's really a historic event. Like, the President of the United States is holding a Black Music Month concert. With one, Chuck Berry is a legend. Then you had a new up-and-coming artist, Evelyn Champagne King. Then you had Andre Crouch, who basically wrote a lot of the hits gospel songs of his time that some of us we still sing in church now. Oh, my Cowboys lost. Like, oh, okay, I gotta call you tomorrow. Okay, I might have to call you after my appointment. Um, I got a follow up appointment with my OBGYN after my MRI from last week. Y'all, I had to do a whole nother video for this. So I thought I had, okay, so years ago I got MRI, was it ultrasound MRI? I had one uterine fibroid. So this last time I got an ultrasound, it was two. So my OBGYN said, hey, we want to make sure you do the right procedure to get them removed. We don't know if you want to suck them out, burn them out, cut them out, or whatever. Um, okay, anytime. Okay. And so we're gonna send you to a specialist who does these procedures. Okay. So she's like, hey, I'm looking at your ultrasound. It's not, I see two. The first one I see really well. But the second one, I don't know if it's shallow, if it's deep, is it, whatever. So I'm gonna send you for a pelvic MRI. By the way, pelvic MRIs are very, very long. Women or men. I don't know if men get for the prostate, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I read my results yesterday. How about I have 4 uterine fibroids? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm like, look, and they say the size of them. So I'm just like, so it's gonna be a very interesting conversation tomorrow with and I'm meeting with the OBGYN who did the referral to the other OBGYN, which I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna do the follow up with her. I need to probably do that one real soon. Cause yeah. All right. So, but like I said, that's gonna be a whole nother video. All right. So thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, MPW. Thank you, Practically Living Hebrew. Thank you, Shadow from 9-8, Very Perspectives. Thank you, Dominique Jones. Thank you to those of you who are going to watch this on the replay. Thank you so much for watching it. Please check out the links. Rest in peace to former President Jimmy Carter. Hopefully you've been welcomed into heaven and your wife is one of the first people in Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit. I welcome you there. So, okay, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I need to charge my phone too. All right. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye. We're going to go out and hail to the chief. That's why I was like, that was the only presidential thing I was thinking I could play, you know. Uh, you know.